Hi guys, Angry Monkey here, playing some more Doki Doki Literature Club. We are going to have this little interaction with Natsuki. She was rummaging around in the closet, and then Ichiku's like, hey, you looking for something in there? Future me.
She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized? Someone's gonna just mess it up.
Slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you either can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know, anyway?
I heard you bringing it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written all over your face, because you're an anime character.
What's that supposed to mean?
I see.
There's a lone volume of manga amidst of various books. Curious, I pull it off the shelf.
There it is.
Snatches it out of my hand, then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right back in the middle of the rest.
Ha! Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. Closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. Probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go through the glass on that door.
Do it through the glass door. Okay. Points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Ichitoku. Consider this a lesson straight from the...
Don't judge a book. This is so weird.
In fact...
Pulls out the first volume, Parfait Girls.
I'm going to show you exactly why.
Shoves the book right in my hands. Stare at the cover. Features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there.
Oh, grabs my arm, pulls me out of the closet. Well, at least I'm with a girl, so even if I'm being pulled out of the closet, at least I'm with a girl. You know what I'm getting at. It was a joke. Takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. Pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why is that?
I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't
just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Okay, sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. Open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki is once again inches closer, reclaiming the initial space while she hopes I won't notice. But I did because her breath smells really bad. She forgot to brush today. Can feel her peering over my shoulders, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
No. I am, but there's not really anything happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like this is a bunch of girls, or a bunch of friends in high school, typical slice of life affair. Kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Oh, she looks cute there. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Huh? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Oh, sorry. So, Natsuki doesn't have friends?
Like I could never get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids.
I can help you prove them wrong, Natsuki. Actually, all they need to do is just play this game, and they'll see this is not for kids. But that all not all manga or whatever's for kids. Watch Elfen Lied, everybody. Get super depressed and watch a bloodbath happen with people getting sliced apart with telekinesis. Well, it's vectors with invisible arms, but it looks like telekinesis. I definitely didn't feel right after watching that show.
Hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
Ugh, I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Huh?
Yeah, that's
pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, if I feel I can't even keep it in my own room.
What is this? What is this? This...
At least it's safe in the club room. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So?
Aha!
Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. Flip the page. Okay. Time passes. Strangely quiet. Good. Oh. Started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki?
Yeah?
Claps straight into me. Hey! What is going on? Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Reaches to her bag, pulls out some kind of protein bar, throws it in Natsuki's direction. Eyes suddenly light up again. Snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. Like a wild animal. Get away from my wrapper.
I told you not to give them...
Doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it in her mouth. Don't worry, Ichitoko. Like, she's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share our poems now? Okay. Well, since we'll save Natsuki for last, since we kind of wrote it for her. Okay, so we'll start with Monika. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Ichitoko. Like, I'm having a good time. Having a good time so far. Yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're, like, knowing everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring them up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahaha. Don't worry, Ichitoko. Like, we're all a little embarrassed today, okay? You know? But it's like that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Like, I like it, Ichitoko. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. Nah. It's kind of... makes me think of something that Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yup. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. Noted. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty... Child abuse? But sometimes she'll just lose all of her strength and shut down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. That's the... But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Sorry, just try to look on the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for somebody who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. So, yeah, we learned a lot about Natsuki from that statement. I mean, yeah, I'm leaning towards some kind of abuse right now. Between her dad would beat her if he finds manga in the house and barely even feeds her, which is why she's so small from malnutrition or whatever. Jeez. Okay. Wasn't looking at me. Glanced. Yeah. Okay. This seems kind of familiar, but we'll go ahead and reread it just because it looks a little different. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frankly glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on a flat sheet of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallow my fears. I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, like, that style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Like, when it's performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. Like, I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been kind of influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, like, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay. Guess we'll go to Yuri next. Stares at the poem. A minute passes. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. It's fine. I really didn't notice. Oh, it's fine. I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Alright, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is they're trying to make their own style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Okay. Stamina is completely gone. Sounds like an expert. This all seemed pretty familiar from the last playthrough. Take some time. Comes with practice, learning by example, trying new things. Hope everyone gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki could be a little biased, though. Biased how?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
And please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Bathe? Calmly. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Okay, so this part seems to be pretty similar to last time. A little more mild, something easy to digest. Yeah, this, I think, I know I'm going a little fast here, but we've already seen this dialogue. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's go to Natsuki.
Okay, we'll start with the things I don't like. First of all, never mind. I don't feel like giving my opinion.
Then what's the whole point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monika said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, that's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it.
Heck.
Retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so...
Whatever happened to my voice there?
You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you, you're not going to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't.
Yep. Okay, he likes it, just like last time. Something simple. Yeah, okay. We're gonna skip through all because we've already seen this. Looking all arrogant and everything. Like, yeah, that's right. I made a great poem. My poem's not as simple as it looks. Yeah, I see. Can I skip this? I can. Whoa. The music sounded a little distorted there. This is a literature club after all. I guess this is what I ended up with getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. as they read in tandem. I watch each of the expressions they change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Oh, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Your voice is really starting to get shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks, but it didn't really come out as nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Ichitoku did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Ichitoku liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just... Maybe you're jealous that Ichitoku appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a bigger size as soon as Ichitoku started showing up.
Okay, so this is the exact same thing that she told, my phone's gonna pick that up. Sayori, that now she's talking to Yuri. Natsuki. Natsuki? That's like a little... Okay. This
doesn't involve you!
And taking our own insecurities on others like that. Yeah, the music's speeding up. This is so weird. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Who's talking? You want to be edgy?
Not gonna say that word. Edgy. Sorry, that's my lifestyle. Is it too much? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. What is going on?
Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Wow, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? Whoa. What is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Ichitoku hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Ichitoku, she's trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
I don't know what to do here. What is going on? I'm freaking out. Next episode. No. I was noticing the music was starting to pick up, but I'm like, whoa, what is going on here? This is so freaky. Okay, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.